Okay, Rabbi, what's the story? Why is it that you have the stubble and growth on your face? Right? You normally are nicely clean shaven. What's going on? Well, the answer very simply is that we're in the 3 weeks of national mourning leading up to the fast of Tisha Bav. Tisha Bav being the saddest day of the Jewish year, in which we recall the tragedies that befell the Jewish people, destruction of the temple, fall of Beit Zah, exile of Jews from Spain, and the myriads of tragedies that befell our people. It is a time of reflection, a time of sadness. In order to get to that level of sadness, we can't just walk into it, we have to prepare for it. And thus the custom of Ashkenazi Jewry is to spend these 3 weeks, from the 17th of Tammuz till Tisha Bav, keeping the laws of mourning. Amongst these laws include no haircuts, not shaving, from Rosh Chodesh Av, not to have meat or wine except for Shabbat. All these is to try and lessen our tone a little bit, make us reflect that things are not quite right. At the moment, with this beard starting to get a little itchy, and when I look at myself in the mirror, I go, oy vey, what is going on? What should I be thinking about? What should I be reflecting on? And the rabbis say as follows, that one of the great sins that the Jewish people were involved with was a sin called Lashon Hara, speaking bad about others, which leads to sinat chinam, hatred for other people. And this hatred led to the destruction. It was this hatred that caused the factions in Jerusalem at the time to burn each other's storehouses. The hatred towards each other was far worse than the common enemy of the Romans. And thus, unfortunately, this sin has not been fixed to this very day. We still have too much division, too much disrespect for one another. It is interesting to note that that Rosh Chodesh Av is the yahrzeit, the anniversary of Aaron HaKohen, Aaron the high priest, a person who was dedicated to love, who the Mishnah says, well, Ohev Shalom v'Rodev Shalom. He used to chase after people, chase peace. He tried trying to make shalom, peace between each other and one's fellow. This week is the 10th anniversary of the passing of my teacher, Rabbi Yehudah Amital, a man who had this value very, very deep to his heart. Rabbi Amital, love for the Jewish people, extended to everyone. And I recall those days when I was a young yeshiva boy, that he would get up and speak about the situations, in particularly the Oslo Peace Accords. That night, one of the senior rabbis, Rabbi Yaakov Meidan, who is currently the Rosh Yeshiva in Har Etzion, would argue the opposite position. And this was the way of Rabbi Amital. He wanted to expose us as students to different perspectives, and the respect that he had for other opinions and other people is something that is so sorely lacking to today. One final story about Rabbi Amital, and one that I think about in this lead up to Tisha Bav, was when during the Oslo peace talks, it was decided to give the Palestinian authorities guns, and Rav Meidan couldn't handle it anymore. He said, "That's just something I can't do," and he set up a protest tent in the middle of Jerusalem. While he was giving one of his lectures to his students, there was a hush as in walked Rav Yehudah Amital. Rav Amital disagreed with Rav Meidan, but he came to the lecture. And when they asked him, "Why are you here?" he says, "I disagree with you politically, but how can I not support you because of your passion and for your position?" How amazing is that? That in the world we live, a world that was just 25 years ago, there walked a person who was able to respect another even when they disagreed with their position. That is so sorely lacking today. And as I think about the lead up to Tisha Bav, and I think about sinat chinam, the hatred of Jews that they had for one another, and I look at this beard, I'm constantly reminded of the legacy of Rav Amital. To be able to love another person, even if I disagree with them politically, is one message that I hope that we can absorb and at this time. And I wish you all a Chodesh Tov.